Look, I say Ghana and Burkina Faso or more assigned defense pact as say a sharp form more Burkina Faso near sharp form more Ghana no or more eba come one boom not border routes ya de a 4 Eddie Yamafa eco peer either Burkina Faso and as some the baby PM or Ghana no sa routes nina and as a sa quining na or Mbehena a Hombam Bokese etimi akoso ewo and che bia and a Ghana for addition PM Burkina Faso or more ecoton toast at the ababe PM or Ghana a coba say minka say akwamukafo to share omo so agi omo ho niema ema ebimu mpo efa mu hwere omo kwa bimu epre praye ebe ensem bebre afterwards mpo Burkina omo so ma ban tomatoes a omo ede be call different countries ma Ghana ye ho kan but then ni nyina achi omo timi restore ye but kwan so amanfo ekoto niema free Niger befa Burkina so de back Ghana unse border no your border patrols omo wo ho and I also border checkpoints and also but there are some places the checkpoints and then the patrols they can't reach. And so these are the places and I say a honor biaya akwamuka for no ekoshe na omo etwintwan me can say 24 omo twintwan omo name said the beya ombejo omo ho niema agi omo ho sika ne ade. It's I'm not gonna say you can see on your screens it say acting defense minister Kesel Ato Force and for Ghana and then Burkina Faso omo defense minister and omo edi omo sa ahye kratase a se I'm not gonna say there ahobambo kese ebetimi akoso borders ne so said the beya adwadifo omo ede nioma efa border ne so ebe piem Ghana ha no omo ehu ebetimi ato omo ahobambo kese ebetimi akoso. So on your screens Ghana Burkina Faso signed defense pact to operationalize new security framework, protect traders on border routes. Enti omo ebebo adwadifo omo bebo omo ho ban ewo border kwan ne so bebre no omo bebo omo ho ban ama omo ehu etimi ahan omo na omo ka omo ewo kwan mu no omo etimi esi ano kwan eti wey the government aban no ene de me can say boshe ban ye say omo ebe make sure say omo the new framework security framework be ebetimi aba. So following the government's pledge to design and adopt a new security framework aimed at neutralizing the scourge of terrorism and violent extremism. After terrorist attack and killed Ghanaian tomato traders, Ghana and Burkina Faso have signed a defense cooperation agreement to provide security and escort support along cross-border trade corridors. And yes, omo ebe make sure say the new framework new framework ebetimi abo adwadifo eho ban omo the escort kra be ka ho the escort ne say ye be shiamo adwadifo and answer there is going to be a system who be apply for an escort. Enti ni nyina beka enhyehyeye a wodi betu kwan akofa ne ma no ho also make sure say you are having an escort. Enti escort ne say ebia ye yi asrafo du na ebia tomato cars be say eno so be say 10 and I say 15 and a twaso a asrafo a omukutakuta tuo be say nipa du asrafo du and I say dunum na omo so cars ebi di animu bi di akire na omo de bo omo ho ban say de be yakwamu bi ato show omo so a omo ebetimi a protect omo enti ano ne escort no eno no aside the mechanism omo ebe put in place omo ede ebebo eye adwadifo eho eban ti on Monday August 10th 2026 as part of the efforts by the two countries to strengthen security cooperation and protect traders and the movement of goods along their shared trade route. And the signing itself was witnessed by Deputy Minister for Defense Ernest Projajemfi, the Chief Director of the Ministry Emmanuel Kati, the Burkina Faso Ambassador to Ghana David Cabre, and the Chief of the Defense Staff Lieutenant General William Ejapon. Also present were directors of the ministry, heads of various directorates of the Ghana Armed Forces, and members of the Burkinabe delegation. But then the Ministry of Defense, in a statement, said agreement was signed by Ghana's acting for defense, Dr. Kesel Ato Force, and the Burkinabe Minister of State and Minister of War and Patriotic Defense, Major General Celestine Simpori. That is the update. Yes, the delegations from Burkina Faso and then the delegation in Ghana and omo signing a peace party. The ministry said the defense cooperation agreement aimed to safeguard economic stability, secure supply routes, and strengthen bilateral defense ties between Ghana and Burkina Faso. The agreement follows an understanding reached by the two governments in February to design and adopt new security framework to deal with terrorism and violent extremism. And yes, omo eti ase se omo ebe kambom na omo edi. Mika se hihye mapa egu akwan mu se de be ya asrafo betimi abo ye Ghana adwadifo ne Burkina adwadifo o betimi abo omo ho ban ama no ayeye. Eti eno any update no. But I don't call the latter part. Or see, in a statement issued after the official visit to Burkina Faso in February, the Minister for Foreign Affairs said Ghana and Burkina had condemned the terrorist attacks, expressed condolences to affected families, and agreed to develop the new security framework. The decision came after 8 Ghanaian tomato traders were killed in a terrorist attack in Titao, northern Burkina, on 14th February 2026. During the visit, the two countries also reactivated the Ghana-Burkina Faso Permanent Joint Commission for Cooperation, PJCC, which had been dormant for 6 years. Any update I did mama say am no ka say de Ghana any Burkina Faso omo asrafo no omo ebeka omo ho abom na omo make sure say ahobambo kese ebeko so ewo ye border ne so say dem di kan di two dwa no onim say we have border patrols, we have border checkpoints, but enye be bia e na omo etimi ekeka omo ho ekokodru those places and as baby omo ahoodin ru no na terrorist any akwamukafo omu akoshisha ho na omu di bone enti se de ebeboa na adwadifo omu ho etimi ato omo. Now quickly no, the issue between and I said the banter between Afenyo Markins and some Gold Board CEO Sami Jemfi abeyen samwa obia edi na no atomu a omo ekebe na sisi ameno ka say NDC for omo aka omo ho abomu a omo de enema bi enso so to so emo yen hyehyeye bi a ebetimi aboa na ebi mu menka say NDC omo communications no communications no ebetimi dealing with some of these issues but then still on your screens the peace and as a defense pact Ghana for any Burkina for assign on your screens you can see the acting defense minister Kesel Atuforsen and the ministry of defense for Burkina Faso also and the other side no Broja Jemfi the Deputy Defense Minister so no hobia or more assigning sa pact no and to say them me sure say omo Ghana ha omo tomato market ebi mu fa jene ebi mu fa atosode bebre tomatoes jene and even in Nkrumah crown in Nkrumah ebi mu twem Burkina ko Niger no makofa no mo de aba enti omo nyina no omo ebenya hotoso sese omo pie se omo kwa akofa niema ebetimi aboa na omu ahubambo ebetimi edimu because said the nani emesitie no some people were even given tip-offs. Say intelligence-led operations are able to tell say why the man for tip-off say traders be almost as so bad tracks bad 10 omo nam kwan we so mo ko nam ko chi omo mind you some ko Burkina Hona they have translators. They have people who translate Omo Kasano, we can say French Kasano, and I say there's another language. Omo translates Edema Ghana for no, said away on Betiase. And some of these translators are traitors. Omo timi adwadifoni bima emani ye. And he said, Oko Tobi Musa no way nya translator papa. Obetimi amawason ayeshipa. And you know, any na ka ho and na mo some mechanisms way eba. And before obi be ma tip off say adwadifo bi so 10 20 omo ba Burkina betoniema enti ma terrorists and asa kwamuka for tip off say omo enkonomo ko attack omo no na je say asrafo no omo etimi esia no kwan enti we good news Ghana and Burkina omo ebe share together but then